Hi, I'm sitting on the shores of Barbados, and I wanted to give some reflection of what I see coming up within myself. I think a lot of times we don't know what we need until we get it, and we have some limitations to supplying those needs, be it not feeling deserving, don't have enough time, there's not enough resources, other people need us, yada, 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 whatever the story is. We forget that unless we're really fulfilled, we're not our true authentic self. And we do have needs, and we have to honor and support them. We also have some inner demons. Yeah. And to have self-knowledge, you have to be face-to-face with those inner demons to see how they are taking over your life, how they keep attracting the same kind of night terrors, that you just know there's something going on in your life, yet you're just asleep to seeing what's within yourself. It's not that it's intentional, and it's not that these inner demons are being malicious. It's having an understanding of, are you even acknowledging the fear in you? Can you acknowledge it? Until you acknowledge it, you don't know what you're confronting, and you don't know what you need to work at. I've been able to reflect on the 8 years of my self journey and the work I've done internally, the inner work, the vices I've taken out of my life. And even with all those vices taken away, there's still inner turmoil that comes up. I'm faced with things that still need healing. Those inner demons still need to be faced. And they need to be integrated. To acknowledge them. To let them not come out in rage and anger. Yet just allow them to have a voice and to be seen. And to change the perception. Change the narrative. And change the way things were interpreted. I hope you can hear the waves. I hope it brings you into a kind of meditative state to reflect on what is it that you need to feel fulfilled. You're a better person when you feel fulfilled. And your nervous system needs some regulation, some relaxation. So I'll leave you with this. What is it that you can do for yourself? Yeah, what is it that you can do for yourself? Support your self-care and be honest about your needs. Remember that needs are not wants, and we can get very confused with that. And I think that's where those inner demons can take over, is in your wants and desires. And then you attract and you gather these kind of experiences, but then you're left with this ache inside and you're wondering, well, what is going on? And it's that you're not actually seeing the need. You're not able to acknowledge the BS you cause in yourself. You're not able to be honest. Be able to call yourself out and work at things. Do you know listening is really difficult? It is. Especially when the mind wants to think it's right and assume on things, because it's going to take past information of behaviors of people or experiences you had. So you're not even able to listen to somebody. You're just going on the reaction of this and that without listening to the story. To be able to listen means that you have to control your own emotional state. You have to remove the narrative of self-judgment. You have to be able to always put in check the filters that want to block what the actual information is being said. You're creating an interpretation of what you think it is. rather than just listening to the story. We always want to try and fix something, make it right. Yet there's a lot of things that don't need to be fixed. It's just somebody needs to be listened to and be seen so they can understand their inner work, what's going on inside, their conflicts, their inner turmoil. So I hope these waves are reminding you of the ebb and flow of life. There is no happy state that is continuous. To be human means you're going to fluctuate through a lot of different states in a day, in a lifetime. And it's just to always be engaged with connecting with your breath and shifting your perception. And not being, not drowning in those thoughts and in that fear. Most of us hold on to fear and we run away from it. So it feels like an elastic band. We run, there's space, but then eventually there's just not enough tension and then we get pulled back and it's a hard snap. The work is to acknowledge the fear and release it. It's to face it. Yet most of us don't even know how to simply say, I'm scared. Most of us don't even know the power in saying that I'm scared. Your inner self-talk helps you with that, to be honest. Not worrying about the perceptions of other people or what they tell you need to be and what you're not supposed to think and yada, 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 yada. Only you know what's really going on inside you. And a lot of times you're not even honest about it because you don't know how to. Inner work is a real thing. And it's continuous. There's no arrival part. The arriving is being aware that I have to put in the practice all the time. And be aware when I'm numbing away from things that I actually need to confront. That I have to face the adversity. I have to recognize if I'm in conflict inside, I have to face that, or else there's going to be a war. Emotions are information. And a lot of times we're not even listening to the information because we think there's no value to it. And when we don't, those sensations hijack our system. Be kind with yourself. Be honest with yourself. Put out into the universe, pray to God, Jesus, whatever you use to ask for what it is that you need. Yeah. Ask, and it shall be given. Yet you also have to be open to receive. You have to surrender. You have to trust within yourself. And that, my friends, is a whole other topic. Most of us go looking for trust outside of us. Yet trust starts within. And then you build on it. So trusting another person, it's not really trusting the other person, it's trusting yourself that whatever you have to go through with that person, you will be able to face it. Yeah. And that you will not disconnect from yourself. Because when those intense emotions and feelings come up, when the self-judgment comes up, when you feel invalidated, we can do a doozy to ourselves. And what do? We want to go into blame. And let me tell you, my friend, blame is the rocking chair that gets you nowhere. You may be moving, however, you're not going anywhere. Be mindful when you're blaming. you're actually not doing anything. I really appreciate my life. I appreciate the actions, the choices, the honesty. I've gone through a lot, and I've alchemized a lot. And I'm thankful for the deep listening. It's a real skill. It is. So I'll leave you with listening to a few more waves. And self-reflect on what you need to feel fulfilled. Until next time, remember to be kind with yourself.